An account named Edith6 shared a peculiar and mysterious video on TikTok. The video depicts a man emerging from behind the counter, and simultaneously, the jar lid on the counter shifts to one side. The man appears startled by the sudden occurrence. He stands bewildered, as if the jar was moved by an unseen force, despite there being nothing visibly around. There are numerous experiences like this, potentially many occurring around us. What could be happening? There's a YouTube channel called LG and DFR VR that uploaded this weird video. The apartment where the man's family lived was caught in a series of strange things. After they began to investigate, they found that a man in his 50s once lived in this apartment, and things became even stranger after this man died. The apartment's surveillance system captured some puzzling scenes. When the man is resting on the sofa, the plastic bottle on the coffee table will move by itself.
The closet's open.
Baby, no, I left it open.
No, you didn't leave it open.
Oh, shit! No, man,
No,
get out,
no,
get out!
no.
Get out, get out!
His wife was sleeping in the room. They were suddenly woken up by a sound. When the woman woke up, she found that the wardrobe door had opened by itself, and she immediately woke up the man. When both of them looked at the wardrobe at the same time, the wardrobe door opened automatically again, scaring them to flee the room immediately. What's even more bizarre is that in the middle of the night, the toy starts by itself. Don't babies move on their own? One by one, the kitchen cabinet doors open without assistance, and items inside fall out spontaneously. What's even more weird is that one day when my daughter was in the living room, the toy ball rolled to her side automatically. My daughter picked up the stationary ball and pushed it out, but after rolling for a certain distance, she suddenly stopped, and it looked like something had blocked it. and another day around 2 a.m. The Christmas decoration suddenly turned on automatically, and a dark shadow shaped like a person appeared on the sofa, and then the doll on the sofa moved by itself. All these signs indicate that the apartment where the man's family lives is haunted by ghosts. It is said that a psychic consulted by the man communicated with the man's soul and found that he had experienced great pain and sadness before, and his soul could not leave the apartment. In order to help this trapped soul get rid of, the man's family decided to perform a dress-filled Advent ceremony, which finally succeeded. The strange things in the apartment have gradually stopped, and the man's family can finally continue their life in peace and tranquility. MA-2401 Phenomenon Investigation Team, one of the members of GT Impram Investigators. It once introduced some haunted dolls in a video called Haunted Dolls, and these dolls were finally brought home by the party.
Where are you from? What state? What is your name?
Hattie already had some haunted dolls, so they put them together curiously to see what would happen, but the result made them feel cold in their spines. When they put these dolls together, some sentences like dialogue began to appear in psychic marks. The dolls turned on their own.
I'm not taking her with me when I move, so if any of you are interested in that doll, please let me know, because I don't want to keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested, I don't... Did that fucking thing just move?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
At this moment, Hadi addressed the dolls. If they have any messages they want to leave, let him know. However, before the words were finished, a doll on the left suddenly turned its head towards the lie, and the woman next to it shouted in fear after seeing this scene. This incident convinced Factor per Animal investigators that there are supernatural powers in these drawings. They delve into the background of these dolls and work with experts to further understand the reasons behind these phenomena. They gradually discovered that these dolls may be attached to souls, and these souls hope to channel and communicating with the world in the way of dolls. As the investigation went deeper, Pai decided to hold a ceremony to release these souls trapped in dolls and let them find peace and tranquility. After a holding, the souls in the dolls were freed, and the oysters returned to normal. God, because they successfully helped these souls find their way to liberation and brought themselves a peaceful life. This Roger uploaded a strange video on YouTube. The man heard the noise at home, and when he got up to check it, he heard the noise after the noise. At first he thought it was the cat at home making trouble, so he went back to the sofa to rest.
The living room, and my cats seem to be going crazy like there's something in here with them. What's the matter, boy? What do you see? What do you see, boy? I don't see nothing. Maybe I'll sit in here with a camera a little bit. There's some kind of racket over there. I thought it was the cats playing. But they seem... The fuck? What the hell was that? What was that? Little kitty. Is anybody in here? That thing didn't just move.
However, the man felt a little strange and casually asked, "Who is here?" Suddenly the kettle on the table moved by itself.
Can you move it again? Fuck.
The man went to the lake and asked again if he could move it again. As a result, the kettle was lifted slightly and quickly moved to the side. The man went to the dining table, first sorted out the kettle on the island, then picked up the kettle and looked carefully, but found nothing unusual. This incident aroused the interest of cultivation, and he decided to continue to explore this phenomenon and conduct a more in-depth investigation. He began to study the history of the house and possible supernatural activities. Through communication with other paranormal investigators and consultation with experts, this person gradually learned that there may be a ghost activity or paranormal phenomenon in this house. What do you think is going on? An extremely eerie video uploaded by the In the Dog channel. The man and his friends came to the place to investigate, as there are some elf legends among old women circulating in the area, and many people hear screams and wails echoing at night. At night, the man and his friends came to an abandoned house in this area to investigate. Soon after, the man's ears began to know the bleeding in South Korea, and she continued to investigate after a simple treatment.
Kapı oynadı Samet. Vallahi mı? Şerefsin kapı oynadı. Şu taraf. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Cam kapandı. Of, gözüme bir şey geldi. Kanka ne var orada?
Bilmiyorum.
Çek. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Gel yukarı çıkar. Gel yukarı gel.
Bak.
Bismillah. Nereye oğlum?
Onu yukarı çıkart dedi.
Ne bileyim ben bu tarafa kaçınca sen oraya gidince. Gel içeri gel.
Çık. Dikkat et, yavaş yürü.
Dikkatli ol.
Hiç burada koş.
Bu kapı mı kapandı dedi?
He. İçerideki kapı. Evet, dikkat et.
Upon venturing outdoors, they heard a disturbance from behind. They swiftly turned to the second floor, finding one of the windows autonomously shutting. Hastily, they ascended to investigate further. Upon reaching upstairs, they observed the wooden door repeatedly slamming. After the man kicked the door open, he saw the cloth on the table shaking again.
Allah, Samet. Samet, Samet. Yavaş yürü. Yavaş yürü. Çek.
Bismillah.
Evet, kapı açılıyor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Tövbe. Samet gel gidelim. Yavaş yavaş.
İçeride bir şey var ha. Dur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dur, oraya girmemiz lazım.
Çekil, ben giren değil. Tamam.
Oğlum kapı. Allah'ım ikiye.
Sanki bir şey yok.
Emin misin?
Evet.
Allah Allah.
Az çökelim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Sana çök. Ben
Immediately after entering the room, the individual relentlessly slapped the door and attempted to open it, but there appeared to be an obstruction from someone behind it, preventing entry. They finally succeeded in uncovering the room once the door swung open, revealing emptiness. Their hope was to shed light on the enigmatic phenomena of this locality and uncover the truth behind such occurrences. Were these events the handiwork of mythical elves, or was a supernatural force at play? What mysteries lie before us in this peculiar situation?
Paranormal phenomena are